honestly, what I'm getting is I need to learn in every moment just to say this is what I want, and what I want is, I'm a smart dude, I'm a good dude, I trust myself and my thoughts, so it's just doing that. You know what I mean? Not the first thing I said was doubt, and you were like, that's wrong. So it's not
Stop,
doing
stop,
that.
stop. You know what doubt do?
Boom.
You know what doubt do? Make you think.
It,
Doubt makes
yeah.
you think.
Mm-hmm.
Doubt makes you think. Doubt makes you prove to yourself that you're correct. I ain't afraid of doubt. I expect to doubt what the fuck I think. And I'm going to prove it to myself. It's going to take a nanosecond because I'm sure you know about the computer and the brain. People, when I was a kid in the 60s and 70s, it was real. They were really curious about could a brain, could they make a machine think as fast as a brain could think if the brain didn't have no shit cluttering his mind, because we use like 10 to 12% of our brain, whereas the computer uses it all. Initially, computers started from calculators, but the calculator could only do the math and that type of shit. They wanted something that thought about every goddamn thing. So that's where the binary system came from, ones and zeros. They eliminated everything the computer could think about except what the fuck you asked it. That's why a
Mm.
computer works so fast. But the computer cannot duplicate what your fucking brain can duplicate. Do you realize how fast you think? Do you really realize how fast you see?
Right.
one
Mm.
16th of a second. That if you got good vision, that's how fast you focus. Period.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And what I'm saying is, sure, that's fast, but who can time it? The computer might do it in 1/16th of a second, but they made that. They made that computer able to do that because they eliminated everything you can't eliminate. That's why I believe think it, do it.
Take it. Do it. I think
Hey,
that's.
you got to be the kind
Mm-hmm.
of person you said you are. You trust yourself. You know you're a good man. So why would you be worried about what the fuck you think? You ain't gonna think to go rob a bank. You ain't gonna think to go,
No.
do something to the police. You ain't gonna think of none of that crazy shit. You ain't gonna think of no suicide. You're not gonna think of none of
Mm-mm.
that shit. So why would
No.
you
No.
worry about thinking about that shit, bro?
Yeah. I don't know. I think
Bro, you
that's
gotta
what it's
go with
about.
your first thought. And if
Yep.
you
Yep.
if you do, you'll be going with the really primal thought, the thought that's really dealing with the situation, versus after any time you take a breath and think, you're including all the things that you know about whatever subject you're thinking about.